Interview tips for a software engineer. This guide is designed to help candidates prepare for software engineering interviews by covering key areas, providing best practices, and offering tips for both technical and non-technical parts of the interview process. General interview preparation. Understand the company culture. Visit the company's website and review their mission statement, products, and technologies. Know the tech stack. Research the primary technologies used by the company. Be prepared to discuss how your skills align with their tools. Practice company-specific questions. Some companies focus on certain areas. Align your skills with job requirements. Review the job posting and be ready to discuss specific skills and experiences. Prepare your elevator pitch. Have a concise explanation of your background, key skills, and interest in the role. Technical interview preparation. Key areas to cover: arrays, strings, linked lists, stacks, queues, trees, graphs, hash maps, heaps. Practice coding problems. Use platforms like LeetCode, HackerRank, CodeSignal, and CodeWars to practice. Focus on time and space complexity. Be ready to explain the time and space complexity of your solution. Master common algorithms: sorting, searching, dynamic programming, depth-first search, breadth-first search, and backtracking. Understand the problem. Don't jump straight into coding. Spend a few minutes understanding the problem, constraints, and edge cases. Write pseudocode. Start with pseudocode or outline your approach before coding. Communicate your thought process. Interviewers appreciate seeing your approach, even if you don't get the answer right away. Optimize your solution. After solving a problem, discuss possible optimizations in terms of time and space complexity. Learn the basics. Understand scalable system design concepts, such as load balancing, caching, databases, sharding, and distributed systems. Practice common questions. Design a URL shortening service, an e-commerce platform, or a social media feed. Break down the problem. Start with high-level architecture, then dive into individual components. Ask clarifying questions. Clarify the requirements with the interviewer before you start designing. Behavioral interview preparation. Situation. Describe the context and challenges. Task. Explain your role and responsibilities. Action. Focus on what actions you took and how you solved the problem. Result. Emphasize the outcome and impact of your actions. Tell me about yourself. Describe a time when you faced a difficult challenge at work. How do you handle conflict or disagreements within a team? Explain a situation where you had to learn something new quickly. Understand the company's values. Make sure your responses reflect how you align with their company culture. Show teamwork and collaboration. Emphasize your ability to work well in a team. Problem solving. Demonstrate how you solve issues or overcome obstacles in the workplace. Coding test take-home assignment tips. Start with easier problems. Solve problems you're most confident about first to secure points. Keep track of time. Don't spend too much time on a single problem if you're stuck. Follow coding conventions. Use meaningful variable names and write clear, readable code. Edge cases. Consider edge cases in your solutions and handle them explicitly. Test your code. If the interview is in a real-time coding environment, test your code to ensure accuracy. Explain as you code. Share your reasoning for each step, especially when facing unexpected challenges. Ask questions. If any part of the problem is unclear, ask clarifying questions. It's better than making assumptions. Mock interviews and practice. Peer interviews. Pair up with a friend or colleague to simulate the interview experience. Mock interview platforms. Use platforms like Interviewing.io or Pramp to practice with strangers and receive feedback. Request feedback after mock interviews and real interviews to identify areas of improvement. Work on weaknesses. Whether it's coding speed, communication skills, or specific technical knowledge, focus on improving weaker areas. During the interview, don't panic if you don't know the answer immediately. It's okay to take a moment and think. Stay positive. Focus on solving the problem logically, and don't dwell on mistakes. Clarify doubts. Always ask for clarification if you don't understand a question. Be interactive. Treat the interview as a two-way conversation. Don't just answer questions, engage with the interviewer. Ask about team culture. Show interest in the company's work environment and team dynamics. Show enthusiasm. Reaffirm your interest in the role at the end of the interview. Ask about next steps. Clarify the interview process and timelines for feedback. Post-interview tips. Express gratitude. Send a thank you email to the interviewer, highlighting your excitement for the position. Review what went well. Focus on areas where you excelled. Identify improvement areas. Think about how you can improve for future interviews. Preparation is key to success in software engineering interviews. Focus on mastering coding problems, learning system design, and practicing behavioral questions. Simulate real interview conditions with mock interviews, and always stay calm and confident during the process.